Hello, hello. I'm just going to wait for a few minutes for anyone who wants to jump on, and then we're going to get started. Today's new moon is Gemini. Oof, what a beautiful new moon. I'm just going to let people in as they come, and we're going to wait just one more minute. No. How do I? I'm on my phone, and it's always funny to manage this on my phone. But the important thing is we are recording and looks good. So, yay. Okay. Okay, let's get started. And because I have a lot to cover, so how these transmissions work are to give you a what to expect on this video is I do a energetic download of the energies, and I love astrology, and I'm a self-taught astrologer. I love astrology, but I am also a channel, and how I perceive astrology and the planets and the aspects are a lot about the energy and also the collective evolution and kind of the morphogenetic field of what is happening to us as a collective. And so I give you the download and kind of the energetic update on this time and these energies. And then I will go into a visualization at the end. So make sure if you're joining the visualization, it's probably going to be 10 to 15 minutes. And then if there's anyone live on the call, I pull tarot cards for them. Have my little tarot cards set here. And I do this off the call because I feel like the messages that come through, and I want to create a space for the community to feel safe. So if you ever want to be live on the call, if you're watching the replay or you're watching this somewhere like on YouTube where you're like, oh, I want to join live and also get a tarot card, then you have to come live and join me on the call. Otherwise, enjoy this session all about the Gemini new moon. So the Gemini new moon, if you can, I can already feel it. It's just been such a crazy, crazy time. It's been a crazy month as we enter into Gemini season. And Gemini season is always super busy. It's like the beginning of summer. It's kind of like when, like you have like tons going on, like tons of plans, probably like in terms of your friends, and we're going to go into that energy. Just hang on with me. I'm a little bit scattered too because Gemini, we're going to go into Gemini energy now. It's an air sign, which rules the mind and communication, and it's mutable. And so it's like busy bee energy. It's like flitting from here to there to here to there. And it's very, very easily changeable and adaptable. And it's really playful. Gemini energy loves to play. It's like, you can imagine when spring is in full bloom and there's like insects and butterflies and bees and everything is going around the flowers and pollinating and socializing. That's Gemini energy. It's super friendly, it's super energetic. And it also reminds me, if you know human design, this is going to be a human design reference, but it reminds me of manifesting generator energy. And it's like really, really strong and go, 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 go. And it's, like I said, it's that busy bee kind of feeling, wanting to experience, feel, smell, taste everything. Um, and like it doesn't want boundaries, doesn't really also want to go deep. It's not like it can't go deep, okay? But where Gemini energy thrives is kind of surface level. And so it's really, really good at small talk. Like if you ever meet a Gemini, they are amazing conversationalists just because they are so interested in you and they're interested in who you are, what you have to say, what you think, what you feel about things. And it's just really interesting to speak to Geminis because they are interested and they're also really charismatic because of that. And so Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercurial energy is all about the mind, all about the communication. So we have a lot of support here to do with our mental faculties. You may feel your mind is really sharp and also very overwhelmed. So the meditation we're going to go into at the end is also to help us to ground a little this energy and receive messages from our higher mind. And we are able to access this right now because of the aspects. And so, like I said, Gemini is an air sign, and it is the first air sign in the zodiac wheel. So when we start the year starts in Aries, which is, the start of spring, and then goes into Taurus, which is the first earth sign, and then it goes into Gemini, which is the first air sign. And because of this, Gemini has this like very innocent energy. It has this also very youthful energy. And with youth also comes a little bit of naivete. So Geminis can, come off like a little bit young. I don't want to say immature. There's always higher and lower expressions of each sign, but naivete is like because it's so young. The energy is so youthful. It's so innocent. And Gemini, the sigil for Gemini are the twins. And Gemini has this energy of, yeah, the twins. And it has two, so Gemini can be two-minded. It can be like it can change its mind a lot and it can give an impression if you've ever met a Gemini where it feels like hot one minute and cold the other, and this is because of the duality. And Geminis can also come off as moody. So if you feel like in your mind like you can't make a decision right now, or there's dual perspectives, and this is also the gift and the downside of having so many thoughts. And what's really helpful is obviously to ground, which is why we're going into this visualization and to really ground this energy and to see what messages come through. And so you may feel and see this as well in your outer relationships, in the situations you're in where you have, decisions to make, but they're hard. There's duality in Gemini. And with this moon, it's really, really good to be very curious as to what's coming through. Curiosity is a gift, and it's really what Gemini season brings. It's the Gemini energy is to just ask a lot of questions and be really interested in new perspectives and learning, and a new answer, maybe a new solution can come from nowhere, a new understanding of something that you may not have understood before in this way may open up for you at this time. And so da, 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 da. It can be also hard to tell what Geminis are feeling just because it's hard for them to really hone in on a decision. Like I said, it's like manifesting generator energy, and how it's difficult to choose one thing. They want all the things. And so that's what makes us have overwhelm or overthinking or decision fatigue, is because there's this like this and that aspect of their personality. There's the twinning, the twin aspect. So let's go into the new moon energy now that we've talked about Gemini and what Gemini is about. So this new moon, so I'm already in the feels of the new moon. Let me know how you're feeling on this new moon, but like I am seeing that my schedule and your schedule may be overflowing, and you may be overbooked, and so suddenly like you have no idea how this happened, but you're like overbooked for things and maybe having to change things around, and it's like, yeah, it's like your schedule is kind of crazy, and there's like a lot of invitations also coming in, maybe for projects, maybe for, it could be work related, or it could be to do with your family or your children, or like things to do with home life or social, because Gemini is a very social, loves to get out there. It's a mutable sign. It's all about the social. It's all about the party. It's the start of summer. It's like, oh, let's go, let's explore, let's meet everyone. But that does create busyness in our schedule. Okay, so like I said, Gemini want to do it all. They want to experience all the things, which can get crazy. So it's really important right now at this time to prioritize if you can. Like priorities are really important, and things may fall through the cracks, and let them. If something isn't meant to be done at this time, if like maybe some meetings may not happen, it's okay. We can't do it all, even though we may feel like we want to do it all. And there is an aspect that I will talk about, which is actually why this is happening, why we are feeling like we have to do it all. I'm sorry, my love. Megan, my darling, could you mute? I think your speaker is on. I can't mute you. Thank you. And so so we may be really excited about what's coming, the projects that are coming up, the trips that you may be booking for summer if you're doing that, if you're traveling, or events.
I'm in the training.
Sorry. Can you hear me, Megan? Sorry, I'm gonna try to mute her. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. All good. So the trips that may be coming up, so work things, so things, no worries, love. Things may things may be really popping in your world right now, and that's why the prioritizing and grounding is really, really important. Okay. And so, depending on where this Gemini new moon is aspecting your chart, will be a focus for a new beginning that's happening for you. And this is the part of your chart that I can't get to in this video, but I do astro readings, and there's a very, very special offer right now for anyone who joins the Sacred Soul Moon Circles. And I'm going to put the link in the email of the replay. And if you also watch this on YouTube, you can check it out in the description box. And if you want to know about your specific chart at this time, where the new beginning is, because this is not just now, it's going to be playing out for the next 6 months. It's a longer story. And we also look at the energy of your brand, of your soul's purpose, because that's really what wants to come out at this time. is your next iteration. I heard an astrologer today talk about it as the new human, which I've heard this terminology in the gene keys, and I'm wondering if there's a correlation there in my language. If there is a link between the new human in the gene keys. Right now, this week is gene key 16. In case you're into the gene keys and you want to check out, maybe that energy, you can also contemplate gene key 16, because that's like, it's also called the magical genius. So there's a lot of magic in the air. So if you want to book that, and you can also DM me, and we can do this reading and figure out where this is playing out for you. And so moving forward, we are moving into a time collectively where we are getting our feeling of being alive as human beings from joy and peace. And we used to be in a time back when, like, I would say we have been moving into this for the past 5 years or so. I think 5 to 7 years. We've been moving slowly, and now it's really hitting a peak where we are no longer performing from adrenaline, from competing, from anxiety. We don't want that frenetic energy to be an indication that we are alive. We want joy and peace. And yeah, I'm so happy you're feeling this too, Megan. Exactly. So this is what this new moon is actually bringing in, for all of us, this beautiful upgrade in our energy. And so let's talk about some aspects, two main aspects, and then we're going into the meditation. And so the aspects are a really, really big shift that has happened. Just last week was Saturn moved into Aries. And last time it was in Aries was 29 years ago, in 1996 to 1998. And Saturn is the planet of doing. It's the planet of basically how we do things in the world, how we get things done. And Aries is the sign of self. So there's a focus on ourselves, our identity, and what we are creating in the world. There's the two things: who we are being and what we are doing. And this is going to collectively change us in how we actually do things from our identity. And it's going to be connected, because now the self is now connected to what we do because of this Saturn in Aries. And it's a really, really big shift. And Aries is also the first sign, again, of the zodiac. So that means a new beginning of a new cycle. And in astrology, whenever we start a new beginning of a new cycle, that's when like the new year happens. It's a huge new beginning of a energy as well, an energetic cycle. So we are in a new energetic wheel with this. So it's it's a really big new moon because of this. And then there's also Pluto, the lord of the underworld, who also rules power and transformation. And he is trining this new moon. And a trine is the most harmonious aspect you can have in astrology. It's very supportive to us. So Pluto, who usually shakes things up and kind of shows us where our soul evolution is, it's working to support us in figuring out what the higher octave of our mind. And this allows us to contemplate and receive answers from our mind. That's why in meditation, the meditation I'm going to lead you through, we're going to be going into this and asking the questions of who we are being and like what we are here to do from a soul level, because this is the support we have with Pluto. And we also have Mercury, just to touch on that. But Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, who is also in Gemini. So that's why your mind may feel extra on, like very crisp, very sharp. You may be receiving answers very quickly. You can, again, be mindful of the busy, buzz, 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 overthinking part. But then if you want to get things done and you want to find solutions, there's a lot of support right now. And so it's a fantastic moon to journey and ask questions and get answers, because there's a lot of support in the realm of communication. And we can also receive communication from our guides, our ancestors. We can really connect deeply through asking questions. So in the replay of this video, where I'm going to send you an email, I always put journal prompts. So if you like journaling, this is the moon to journal. So I usually actually don't journal too much anymore, because I receive answers and channel just usually in movement and motion, and when I'm in water, like showering and stuff like this. So I don't tend to need to journal anymore, but I will journal just to get that automatic writing in process. I actually started channeling with automatic writing, and it's a really, really cool practice where you just ask a question and you allow yourself to just write down whatever comes through and not overthink about what's coming through. And what used to happen to me is the language and the voice would change. And I was like, oh wow, this is not me, because these are things that I don't say to myself. Like really, really beautiful encouragement, supportive things. And this was a time where, I really, really needed to hear a lot of that. And though that was actually my higher self, and you can really tap into an aspect of your soul by doing automatic writing. I think it's really, really cool during this new moon to explore. So, okay, enough talking and chattering. We're going to go into our meditation and visualization now. And after this, I'm going to just switch off the recording and let you integrate. And whoever's on the call, I will do a card pull for you. If you're still here and you have the time, we can go into that. So let's go in to the Sovereign Star meditation. And I invite you to get into a place where you're comfortable, where you won't be disturbed, so that you can really anchor in this energy. And we're going to be anchoring your power, aligning to your soul's truth, and becoming the center of your universe. We don't want anyone else's energy. We don't want anyone else's chatter. We want to be sovereign beings. Therefore, we can move from our soul power and our sovereignty with clean energy, which is the most potent ever. So when you're ready, let's begin by, if you're sitting down or lying down somewhere undisturbed, I invite you to place a hand on your heart. You can put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your womb or your sacral. And I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe deeply with me. Breathe in and out. Again, inhale presence. And I want you to exhale anything that isn't yours. Breathe in again. Inhaling presence. and letting go of your day, of your to-do list, of anything that's coming next. Just be here now. And as you breathe, I want you to feel that breath going into your body and feel it like a golden light descending in through your body, through your nose, through your throat, down into your heart, and feeling it expand in your chest, all through your chest, lighting it up with golden energy, down, descending through your intestine, through your stomach, through all the organs, lighting them up and cleaning them up. And keep breathing into your womb, into your sacral, into your sex, in, down through your legs, down through your arms, through your fingertips. And you can imagine this golden light as it reaches your fingertips and your toes. It's like it's coming out through them. And this is your energy. And then it's creating a beautiful light around you, a protective light, a cleansing light, so that you are in your own soul light energy. And now I want you to imagine from the points of wherever your body is touching your seat, or if you're lying down, imagine roots extending down from your spine, your womb, or your feet, deep into the earth, down through the layers of the soil, stone, crystal, and memory. Down, down, down into the molten crystalline core of earth, through the heart of Mama Gaia, of the Great Mother, and feel her energy respond to you. You can feel it like a warmth that's rising up through the roots, into your feet, into your body, anchoring you so lovingly. She's got you. You are home. You are safe. You are chosen. And you can say this in your mind with me. I ground into the truth that I am the center of my own universe. I am not here to orbit others. I am sovereign, and I am here to radiate my power. Now, I'd like you to imagine inside of your chest an energy like a glowing sun. It's round and it's picking up energy as you breathe. Golden, pulsing, alive. This is your soul sun. It's your unique divine frequency. And with each breath, it expands, lighting up your rib cage, lighting up your heart, expanding your heart. Your whole being is buzzing. A warm magnetic field of gold encircles you like a sovereign star. And you are now seated at the center of your universe. All possibility orbits you. Timelines bend to your will. Creation flows through you, through your womb, up, up, up into your heart, expanding into your voice, into your mind, and you create. And you can say in your mind, I am the source of my reality. Or you can use your voice if you choose to, if you want to. I am the source of my reality. I create, I command, I call forth. I am the sovereign sun around all, which all aligns. I am the sovereign sun around which all aligns. And now just float in the stillness for a moment in your golden orbit, feeling how powerful you are, being the center of your reality, being the creator of your reality. Everything bends to your will. Just breathe this golden energy in and allow it to anchor in your being. Allow it to clean, cleanse, and purify you. And you can breathe with sound. Inhale through your nose and exhale with sound. One more time. Ooh, I feel all tingly. And from this place of sovereignty, of clarity, of power, being anchored into your orbit, I'd like you to ask your soul, what am I here to do? Show me what I'm ready to remember. And we're just going to give you a little space for whatever is going to come through to come through. Just feel, allow, listen. It may be a vision, a word, a memory, a feeling, or simply a knowing. Just going to give you a minute to receive. Okay, trust this vision. You're not seeking, you're remembering. This is a soul remembrance. You're asking your guides, your angels, your soul family, your star family, your wise, well, and healed ancestors to co-create with you, to allow you to remember. And if something comes, amazing. And you can anchor it after this call or by writing it down or whispering it or saying it out loud. And if nothing comes right now, trust that. That's the message. The message is seated. You have asked for guidance. You have asked for an answer, and it will arise when you're ready. It's already been seated in the quantum. It's already with your higher self. And now I'd like you to thank your soul, Thank the message that's come through. Thank your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your star family, whoever's supporting you right now. We thank them. And I want you to start to begin to return to your body and bring your golden light with you. You're going to bring it into your life in the 3D reality and anchor it in you, your sovereignty. You're the one to orbit your universe, no one else. No one can siphon your energy. You're protected. Your body is sacred. Your aura is sovereign and royal. And your path is a divine design. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And you can repeat if you want, or say it in your mind. I am the center of my own universe. I am a sovereign creator. I walk my soul path with full remembrance. It is safe to lead. It is time to rise. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Phew. All right. So I'm gonna just stop this recording. I hope that was beautiful for you, and I'd love to hear what you received. So let me know wherever you can, wherever you're watching this. Send me an email, comment in the comment section, whatever you feel comfortable with. Send me a DM. And I'm going to let you integrate these beautiful energies. And I'm wishing you a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous new moon. Enjoy this week, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the summer, and I will see you on the next Sacred Soul Circle. And whoever's on the call, if you would like to stay for a card pull, I'd be happy to talk to you and share with you what's coming through. Let me just stop this recording.